Right now, it is estimated that over a third of American households cannot comfortably cover a sudden $400 unexpected expense. Living on the financial edge creates a problem far deeper than a temporary cash shortage. It imposes a constant tax on your mental bandwidth. This chart from a Vanguard study maps out that exact mental drain. People without emergency savings spend 7.3 hours every week dealing with financial stress. Compare that to people with a cash buffer. They spend only 3.7 hours a week thinking about money. That anxiety follows you to the office. Workers lacking emergency cash spend 4 times as many hours distracted by financial stress while on the clock. Failing to keep cash in reserve drains your most valuable non-renewable resources, your daily focus and your free time. A tire blews out on the highway. Your dog swallows something weird and needs an emergency that visit. The roof starts leaking. When you lack cash on hand, these totally normal life events force you to swipe a credit card, trapping you in a cycle of high-interest debt. The alternative reaction can be equally damaging. People pull money out of their long-term investments, triggering early withdrawal penalties and locking in stock market losses. An emergency fund is built to prevent this exact scenario. It acts as a financial shock absorber, giving you a dedicated pool of cash to cover a crisis, without taking out a loan or selling off your future. It operates as a defensive shield against a single bad day compounding into a devastating decade-long financial disaster. So, what is the exact mathematical threshold required to buy back your peace of mind? This diagram illustrates the first major milestone, a baseline of $2,000. Vanguard data shows that hitting this specific number is associated with an immediate 21% boost in a person's overall financial well-being. Even starting with a $500 goal gets you on the board. Once you hit that baseline, you work toward milestone 2, saving 3 to 6 months of expenses. This larger block provides the runway you need to absorb the impact of a severe long-term shock, like losing your job. When calculating that target, you count only essential expenses. We are talking about rent, utilities, groceries, and mandatory debt payments, not takeout or streaming subscriptions. This infographic contrasts an emergency fund with a sinking fund. A sinking fund is cash you set aside for planned purchases, like a vacation or a wedding. Your emergency cash is strictly reserved for genuine surprises, like urgent car repairs or medical bills. The exact dollar amount you save matters less than how strictly you categorize it. This money must remain completely untouchable until a true disaster strikes. Once you calculate your target, you face a logistical problem. Where should you keep this large sum of cash so inflation doesn't eat away its value? A common error is dumping these savings into the stock market to chase returns. That exposes your lifeline to severe volatility, meaning the money might drop in value right when you need it most. This diagram maps out the solution, the tiered storage strategy. It allows you to balance immediate access to your cash with steady, high-yield growth. The foundation of this pyramid is Tier 1, high-yield savings accounts, or HYSAs. These accounts offer immediate liquidity and are insured by the FDIC, the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation, which guarantees your money is safe. Right now, top HYSAs offer an APY, or annual percentage yield, around 4.09%, nearly 7 times the national average. The upper section represents Tier 2. Here, you store the back half of your 6-month fund in vehicles like money market accounts, T-bills, or short-term CDs, certificates of deposit. These offer a slightly higher yield, but you trade away immediate access, locking the funds up for a few months at a time. A perfectly constructed emergency fund willingly trades maximum investment returns for absolute safety and the ability to deploy cash the moment things go wrong. So the money is saved, but how do you objectively decide when to drain your cash instead of reaching for a credit card? You apply the ultimate stress test question. Is this an expense I need to tackle right now, or can it be delayed? Even when an emergency is legitimate, there is a real psychological sting in watching a hard-earned account drain to zero. Rebuilding requires a deliberate process. You analyze your budget, separate your flexible spending from your fixed costs to find extra cash, and set up automated bank transfers to relentlessly build that buffer back up. Spending the emergency fund is not a failure. It is the specific mechanism that protects your entire broader net worth. The Vanguard study suggests that even when this cash is sitting idle in a bank account, it is performing a high-intensity task. Maintaining this buffer eliminates the scramble for credit and hands you back those 3.6 hours of weekly focus. This crucial structural support keeps your retirement accounts and long-term investments insulated from the friction of daily life. You are trading a portion of your income today to buy the freedom to navigate life's surprises on your own terms tomorrow.